gentlemen, we are live!
What's up, everybody? How we doing? I hope everyone's good. It is what is today? Oh, it's Friday. It's a Friday afternoon in January, so I'm sure everybody's just super happy right now. Am I right? Am I right? Well, welcome to the live stream. So on today's stream, we have a box, and I do not kid you. Hold on, I have about 10 Batman 66 figures that were sent over by the lovely people at McFarlane Toys that we are going to open. Now, I see a lot of the regular faces here in the chat, and look at that. It's working again. I think I got everything fixed from the other day. So everyone's aware, I am going to open these suckers up, give my quick review, thoughts, whatnot, and then I'm going to turn to the chat. That way, those of you who are watching this on repeat don't have to see me talk to people who you can't see. So, with all of that out of the way, let's see what we got. Da-da-da-da-da. So what I decided, I put these in somewhat of an order here. Let's get to the big screen here. Okay, here you go. You can see lots of my ugly face. So, Batman 66. This is all Batman 66 figures we're opening. We're going to start off with a couple that I have no clue who they are. So let's do some full disclosures. Batman 66 came out in 66. Big Nerdy's born in 83. That's what? I was -17 when this came out. But for you younger folks, you might not know this, but back in the 80s and 90s, we had these buildings. They were like basically stores where you could go in these stores, and they had these little boxes with magnetic tape on them. We called them VHSs. Nobody knew what it stood for, though, but you could watch them on a VCR. Now, back then, you couldn't get more than 2.5 hours on a VHS tape, so we didn't have things like TV series, seasons. Like, I remember the first time I saw a season on TV on a disc, I'm like, the technology. So no, I never saw a single episode of Batman 66, but I saw all 3 movies multiple times. Enough times that my dad told me to stop renting it. Specifically the first movie where you had the penguin submarine where it's like, rah, 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 is pretty crazy. So we're going to start off with people I don't know or remember. And that means we're starting off with Egghead. Now, is there like a visual similarity there? Nah, I got a goatee. My head's not quite that big. Few more scars. Let's talk about this line. So, I'm pretty excited about this, just in general, because one of my biggest, I don't want to say annoyances, but frustrations with McFarlane figures is their 7-inch scale, so they don't fit with my Marvel figures, which I know, first world problems. These are 6-inch scale, so they're the perfect scale. So I can put these together, and it's going to be great. Michael wants to know if there's more than one movie. There was. To be honest, I only remember 2 of them, but I looked it up before the video. This is Vincent Price? Seriously? I did not know that. Alright, so we're going to let him breathe here. Again, for you kids who might not remember, this show was incredibly cheesy, as were the movies. And if, like, Batman punched somebody, you'd get a pack! Where are we at? There we go. Crack! I rearranged in here, so the camera's in a different spot, and it's throwing me off. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love the fact that he came with these. I don't remember. I think most of them do. So, now we got to get out his next one, which is a big ol' splat. I love it when a figure comes with accessories that I'm actually going to use. And since by use, I mean pose with. I see a Ray Skywalker in the house. No. Kids, be careful with knives at home. This is a box cutter, not a knife. Just to be clear. Alright. Egghead is out. Now, as many of you, Super McFarlane... Wow, I'm really bad at this today. McFarlane fans like to remind me, McFarlane, unique molds for everything. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, he has to find other ways to make it work as far as, the business of it, but I think that's great. Now, this guy... Sorry, my bad. That's classic. This guy, look at the back of his head. He's got a dome. Like, that is pretty cool. I like that. I dig it. Basic articulation. I don't think this guy's flying around anywhere. So you got a single jointed knee. Wow. A single jointed knee. A single jointed elbow. And that's all you need. And he's got the T-crotch going on. Which, thank God, it's just Egghead. Because T-crotch is terrible. Get it? Egghead. Complete. He does look a little bit like Agent 47. I agree. The next one, I don't remember at all again. 2, I don't remember. I'm going to give you a clue. Steve Martin. Steve Martin's the clue. So who's it going to be? King Tut. That's the only part of the song I remember. So we got King Tut here. I don't remember him. He was not in one of the movies. I'm relatively positive. I don't know if he's just like a supervillain who's supposed to be King Tut, or if he's like reincarnated King Tut. I don't know. Did I say Tut? I meant Tut. I'm losing my mind. Now the King Tut song stuck in my head, but I only know the first 2 words. That's awful. Oh boy. Folks, you guys know how I feel about this. We got soft goods. We got soft goods. Oh, I love my soft goods. I love how the camera is struggling to stay focused because it is a webcam, but it's 4K. Why can't you look better, 4K camera? I need to get an extra camera. All right. Get out of there. King Tut was trapped. I freed him. So, initial impressions, it's going to be hard to beat this figure. I know I don't know who it is, but like he's got some versatility. Again, this is mostly a statue. We got elbow and shoulder articulation and a little bit of head swivel. Okay, a lot of head swivel. Can't show that. Whew, Cobra Commander looking in here. But we got a soft goods cape. I love it. We got a big old belly. That's nice. Yeah, he'd go well with a lot of things, actually. I really enjoy him. We also got a shepherd's hook, in case he wants to pretend he's Jesus. Follow me. Follow me to Egypt. Wow, that was too accurate. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Anyone know? It looks like Big Boss Man's nightstick. Who knows? Who knows, kids? Who knows? Do, 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 do. All right. So, King Tut, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next up. By the way, I got to talk about the packaging on this. There's a window. I like windows. I know they're bad for the environment, but can't we recycle the windows? I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm not a genius on science, but I just got to say. I also got to say, I think I need a Batman 66 Batmobile now. All right, here we go. Packaging first. That's right, this one's for the ladies. I had a bit of a crush on her, even though she was probably, 50 by the time I had a crush on her. She was very, classy, attractive. Oh, and she's got words, too. Let's see. Again, aside from the window, I love the retro orange. They got the Batman 66 logo. It looks great. One of the weird things about this for me, though, is that it's not into, with the rest of McFarlane toys. They push it off with the Funko stuff in, stores. I don't know why they do that. All right, cat lady. Oh, Catwoman. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to insult you. All right. Catwoman. More plastic. Meow indeed, Jeff. Meow indeed. All right. Ta-da! Catwoman. So, first impression. The face sculpt is really cool because they actually have, I can't show it as easily. There we go. They have her mask. It's not just painted on her face. It's sculpted on there, which looks really cool. They also have the kitty cat ears done really well. She's, you know, meow, 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 meow. I don't know why. You know what she reminds me of here? And this is totally off topic. But does anybody remember in Always Sunny when Dennis married a cat? It's kind of like that. Single elbows, single knees. She does have the dreaded T-crotch going on. Not good. But it could be worse. Overall, though, again, for what she is, as far as like, you know, this is not one that you're going to be... I don't remember her doing like splits on the show. But she could if she needs to. Just for the record. Ta-da! So, yeah. She looks good. Let's see what she came with. We do have more words for her. We have... Eow! I don't know what that's supposed to be. And I don't know if I'm saying that right either. All right, next up. We're going to stick with the bad guys here and go with the guy who's a bad guy half the time. He's Two-Face. I got to say, for a long time, this was the best Two-Face actor, right? Because as much as I love Tommy Lee Jones, he was not a good Two-Face. The other guy, Aaron Eckhart, maybe I think his name is, great Two-Face. But this, without scaring the little crap out of me, is pretty good. So, let's open up Mr. Two-Face. Alright, Two-Face is sealed very well with plastic. Alright. Uh-oh, there's plastic inside the plastic. Alright, we're going to do something a little different here and start with the accessory. Because I can tell you that I attempted to scratch out the back of a coin multiple times to be a creeper, and it didn't work. So let's see. Let's see. Let me think. Let me think of something good. Will I get anything good for my birthday, which is next week? Woo! Not good, folks. Not good. And you can hear the ring going off. Who's at the door? It's nobody. This time of day can be a little crazy because the mailmen start coming to pick up all your toys. Wait a second, was William Shatner really Two-Face? He wasn't Two-Face in the show. That can't, I would remember that. Two-Face again, simple articulation, elbows, knees, just what you need, V-crotch, but again, beautiful sculpt. He's got like a fabric to the crazy side, and then the black side is nice and smooth. Okay, Mrs. Nerdy out there, that's exactly what she's doing. She is putting packages on the porch because UPS is here. All right, and his green side, but yes, again, the face sculpt, digging it, and the jacket is like not molded on there. It doesn't come off, but it folds. You know, he could be packing. He's not, but he could be. He definitely wins best accessory. Next up, we got something gold. He's gold. That's right, it's Mr. Freeze, folks. I do kind of remember him. And I remember him having really bushy eyebrows. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I remember. And because of that, this looks like a figure of my father. Fun fact you didn't want to know, Mrs. Nerdy keeps my eyebrows from getting this bushy. Oh, he was in the animated movie. Okay. All right, so we got words and we got a guy. There he is in all his frozen glory. Again, pretty nice face sculpt. The eyebrows, which I told you was the only thing I remember, looks like that's the only thing the sculptor remembered too. Like he's like, what do? I need eyebrows. And he's got his little metal thing. Was this ever explained what the hell this is in universe? Because I don't know. But the face looks great. Again, I love the fact that it's a unique body. I'll give Toddy Mac the credit for that every single day. Very shiny gloves. Very cool. And he's got folds sculpted in there. I love it. I like it. Yeah, Trash Man telling me that all the figures have the same articulation. I figured that out on the third figure, so I'm trying to stop talking about it. I'm just used to like, hey, you open a figure, it's like you gotta, it's like someone who's drinking wine and they're a wine snob and they put it in their mouth and they go a little dry. That's me with figures. The first thing I do, I'm like single jointed. Ah, I lost a word. I lost a word. All right, what words does he come with? He comes with boink. I feel like this would have been more appropriate with Catwoman. Ba-bum-pa. Or wait. Yeah, Stream Deck coming in handy. And clank. I got nothing for that one. All right, who we got next? Moving right along. We got 4 bad guys. We got one grayish character. That means it's time for a good guy. And why not just start with the GOAT? Let's just start with Adam West. Folks, for those of you who do not know, Adam West is more than just the mayor of Quahog. Before he was mayor, he played Batman with a really weird mustache, which makes you think that this Batman might actually be Alfred, but it's not. His little words say pow and kapow, so diversity. And yeah, he looks pretty cool. And I feel like I might spy more soft goods here, folks. Are they soft goods? They might be. Eli Wallach played Mr. Freeze. Is that the guy who digs? There's 2 men in this world. Men who dig? Men with... Wait, oh, I already messed it up. Boo. Yep, I messed that up. I believe it is Men with Guns and Men Who Dig. Something like that. It's been a while. We got soft goods, folks. We got soft goods. Let's pull it on out. We're going to start off backwards here with the words. Bah, kapow! As well as pow in general. All right, where am I? Okay, sorry, I had a moment. He has been tied in there, so he needs my handy dandy box cutter. I won't cut you, Adam. All right, Adam is safe. All right, Adam West. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam West. Da, 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 da. All right, so, again, unique V-crotch. Belt is sculpted on there separately. It's not just painted. Face looks good. He's got the little mustache going. There's 3 different versions on Oh, so this is the Alfred version. Okay, cool. Now I learned something. I did not know that. He looks awesome. I need a Batmobile now. All right. Now we're going to move to some black and white. And we started off... Oh, I'm getting told that's not Adam West. Oh, yeah? But this is Adam West. Dun, dun, dun. You're right. That I was going to say, I do not remember Batman / Adam West having a mustache, but I thought I was just old and not remembering right. But now this makes much more sense, because that looks like Adam West. That looks like Alfred. I feel a lot better here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's actually a different color. Like, I guess that's obvious, right? That was a dumb statement of the day from Big Nerdy. It's a different color because it's black and white. I meant the soft goods is darker, so I like that. I prefer my Batman in black. Is the Batmobile for these still available in Targets? Because I might have to go on a little trip later. Pull him open. All right. He's the same thing, except black and white. I know the movie wasn't in black and white, but was the show? Yeah, you can definitely see stash, no stash. How did you get here? How did you get here? Makes me think of the Family Guy where Chris is like, how do I know which one of you's my real dad? When's my birthday? Oh, damn it. All right. More black and white. Holy rusted metal. We got Batman, so we need some Burt Ward and Robin. So we have the black and white Robin. Get the Mattel version, eh? I'll look into it if it's still available anywhere. All right, here we go. Our words of the day are... You want to zoom in on the black and white one? Absolutely. Got a pile of toys on my desk. Grown man, I love it. All right. I moved the camera this morning because I added extra monitors, guys, so bear with me. There we go. There he is. If I'm Adam West, who's guarding Quahog? Wait a second, I'm Batman. Drink milk. All right, next up, we got Burt Ward. I already said that, so I guess I don't need to introduce him again. He looks pretty good. Actually, this is a very de-aged Burt Ward here. Holy moly. That looks like a 12-year-old, folks. Pretty cool, though. Molded on mask. His hair, he's got like the comb over. I had that comb over when I was 20 before it all fell out. Then it was really a comb over. His buttons are molded nice and neat. He's got his soft goods cape. He's good. I like him. I definitely like him. All right, who we got next? Who we got? We're down to our last two. Burt Ward trained with Bruce Lee. Holy crap, maybe it de-aged him. Next up, we have, I forgot to show you the packaging, the Riddler. This one is automatically, quite passably my favorite. I'll show you why. First of all, we got an ouch. Ouch. That was an ouch too. And we got a... I think that's it. Yeah, wham! Wham burgers! Oh, he is tied up, folks. We got to get him out. I got the Riddler in my hands. There he is, in black and white. And take a look. His mask is like around his neck, so you can put it on or off. And that immediately makes him a favorite. Look, not a Ninja Turtle. Now he is a Ninja Turtle. But which Ninja Turtle wore the gray mask? Nobody knows. Okay, maybe this is not meant to go onto his face. Okay, get up there. Come on. Your nose is too big. All right, let's try... We're going to de-head him and see if we can get the mask on that way. He's been de-headed. He's de-headed, folks. Hide your kids. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the mask does not fit. The mask fits like the Darth Vader helmet fits on my head. Halfway. So yes, the mask shall stay around his neck peg, and his head shall be replaced. We got a lot of villains here, gang, and I feel like when you have a lot of villains, you end up with a too many cooks in the kitchen type of thing. So, what we need is a leader. And I know just a leader. He's hilarious! Alright, our last figure is the Joker. Let's open him up. There's just a pile of plastic on my floor. And cardboard. I'm going to recycle it, though. Ouch! sock. He needs cut out too. And he shall be. We got a Joker. Someone's calling me from Spokane, Washington. Not going to answer that right now. You're right. The mask doesn't fit. We must have quit. Thanks to the Chewbacca defense, he's no longer in prison. All right, Joker. Kapow. Again, looking good. I like the darkness around the eyes. I think I like color over black and white. I do dig them, but like on display, I feel like they're gonna look a little strange. You know, the only one that if I'm gonna like complete this, the one that I have to have is the penguin. Goes wah, 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 wah. Yeah. By the way, for those who don't know, the penguin is played by none other than Burgess Meredith, also known as Mickey from Rocky. All right, folks. That was our unboxing. For those of you who are here live, stick around. We're going to do some Q&A and have some fun together. For everyone who's watching this on replay, peace out, stay cool, be nerdy. All right. Now that they're gone, let's chat. Ta-da! All right. How's everybody doing? Got 95 of you in here, huh? I don't know when the Batman 89's coming out. It was supposed to come out in January. That's the only thing I have on pre-order still with McFarlane for the store. And that's only because I have to have one. All right. Catch the greased chicken, Batman. Can you imagine what that must have been like on set? That would have been just craziness because, like, I'm talking about Rocky. Stallone's there. Is that how you cast as Mickey? You cast a fish man. I don't know. That's just how it goes in my head. All right. Robert Morty had a super chat. I did not see it, sir. Let me scroll back up and find it. There he is. Love your channel, sir. I'm in love with Joy Toy Warhammer 40K line and would love to order from you. But ordering from Japan, I'm assuming that, Joy Toy, I thought it said Japan, is cheaper and faster. Thoughts? Yeah, you're probably right now, unfortunately. So I've been having, they're hard to get for me. So Joy Toy themselves will not respond to my emails or calls. I did talk to some guy in China through what I assume is Google Translate because the sentence structure was Google translated. Yeah, so bottom line is I'm getting them from, the comic distributor right now, Diamond Distribution. They're the best ones to get it from. And unfortunately, they are getting them later than everybody else. So if you can get them cheaper from Joy Toy, I always say, like, listen, I'm never going to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Advise you to pay more to be with me. I wouldn't do that. I would stop carrying the line before I did that. I think it's poor business. So yeah, that's the word. That's the word of the day. All right, next up. Stallone is Tulsa King. I only watched the first episode of that so far. How is that show, gang? Is that any good? It seemed it. Like, I like Stallone, but let's just say that, what's that? What am I thinking? Yellowstone fell apart. Hey, congratulations for your husband retiring. That is awesome. Big time congrats. A decade. Can't remember a decade ago. Are we carrying the new Indiana Jones line? Absolutely, sir. It's all there. Except for the little retro figures. I didn't think anybody wanted those, so I didn't bother. Question about NECA. What is on the way? So, as we speak, the second Dracula, the one that just was announced a week and a half ago, I just got the credit card transaction notification for that. So he should be in stock late next week. That's the Carfax Abbey black and white Dracula. The Dracula accessory packs, I think there's like 1 or 2 in stock right now. I got my first few cases, but I ordered really light on that because I was being a wimp. But I ordered really light. I have 6 more cases that should be here middle of next week for the Dracula accessory kit. And Warduke and Grimsword are supposed to be here today, but I keep getting notifications from UPS that says, your delivery is now 1 o'clock. Your delivery is now 4 o'clock. And I got a feeling they're going to say tomorrow. So Warduke and Grimsword should be back tomorrow. If you don't want to have to play the game of seeing if you can get them, you could just go and pre-order them right now. Grimsword's already here. It's just more Wardukes. Those things are selling like they're hotcakes. Where'd that saying come from anyway? Hotcakes don't sell that well. I used to work in diners. I know. I mean, they sold, but they're not eggs. Guys are on the quiet today. Usually you're lighting me up on these afternoon live streams. I'm going to assume it has something to do with the fact that it's Friday and everybody's ready to hit the road, Jack. I just checked. None of my toy brethren are live, so I know nobody's cheating on me. I'm going to guess that the chat's lagging, though. So, that's fun. Chat, unlag yourself. Sure enough, here comes a bunch. Any timetable on Broadway or Brooklyn from NECA? Yes, they now say March. We'll see how accurate that is. I actually feel pretty good about them. NECA is usually close on things that they think are going to be big sellers. Yep, go see. I don't know if Dracula's still there. I had him. I didn't even put that I had him in stock because I started with literally just 3 of them. Oh, I love it when the chat just all catches up at once. Where the heck was I? I have the Burgess Meredith Penguin. Yes, love it. I'm going to have to pick that up. Thoughts on the new Mr. Freeze? So, a little bit of fun news for you. I actually have him from McFarlane too. I don't know if he's here yet, but they shipped them to me. And I'll be opening them up probably next week at some point. I see some Go Birds! Go Birds! Can't wait, man. Can't wait for Sunday. Unless they lose, then I'm gonna be really grumpy on Monday. Do you figure you got the box from McFarlane because they heard you were going to stop carrying them? No. So it's from their PR department. My guess, the timing of it was right when I had released I forget which DC video, but I released a DC video where I talked about how I was really starting to turn on to these, despite previously being pretty critical. So I think they were just trying to, like, fully convert me. Any thoughts on the Hasbro layoffs and its effect on Legends? Zero effect. Layoffs like this, here's the fact, folks. Most companies run with way more fat than they need. That's one of the things a lot of companies learned over COVID was that, oh, wow, we don't need to have as many employees. Maybe we could save some money there. And so they did. It's not surprising. It's only the beginning. I don't think it's going to lead to price drops as much as people want to. Bruce, shout out to you at work. Milk Drop playing with the new Mafex Cyclops you got. Where'd you get that from, buddy? You didn't get that from me? Anybody need that Cyclops? I might have some news on that one. That's a tease. Are you planning to attend any comic or toy shows soon? Yes, I just booked some. So the next one I'll be at is in a few weeks. I'll be at ZoloCon in good old Warminster, Pennsylvania, where I used to wait tables as a high school senior. Then I will be at ToyCon, New Jersey, as I guess I'm like the official vlogger guy. It's pretty fun. After that, I will be at, let's see. I think after that's PowerCon. I'm going to go to PowerCon this year. It's about a 6-hour drive. So me and my buddy are going to drive on out there. And then I'll be at Legions Con in the fall. I'm tempted to go to New York Toy Fair, but it is 2 weeks after Toy Fair New York, whatever that. No, wait, I'm sorry. I'm attempted to go to New York Comic Con, I'm considering. But I'm going to New York Toy Fair 2 weeks before that. So I'm like, do I really feel like paying that twice? Hulk Smash Toys, no update other than the email I sent about a month ago. If you didn't get that, let me know, because the update was not good. Still working on it, but working slowly. I was able to get a grand total of 1 or 2 and fulfilled 2 pre-orders. Woohoo! 17 more to go. Kevin, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope the 49ers enjoy Philly, because they're not going to be going to Arizona. Yeah, they're done. At the end of the weekend, we're going to be hearing Fly Eagles Fly. Hopefully Hasbro fired the HasLab ding-dongs. I doubt it. Yeah, I saw they dropped the starting lineup figures in price. I might have dreamed this, but I could have sworn I heard somewhere that was always the plan. They were going to drop those and get rid of the NFTs after the initial opening. Who knows? $50 for a 6-inch figure, though. That's a lot for a Hasbro figure. I mean, they didn't even have tattoos. I don't like basketball, so I can't really say much. Stephen Smith explaining the hotcakes analogy. That's awesome. Sold at churches and fairs. Interesting. Man, I should have been born then. I could have kept up with it. I'm a kitchen whiz. Yeah, McFarlane is doing some interesting things, I gotta say. One of the interesting things is they had planned a price increase to $23.99 or $22.99, and I got the last round of pre-orders. That's what the price was, and then I got an email saying that they pulled the price back. So I think they're seeing the frustration in the market, and they're trying to capitalize on it, and good for them. Who names their kid Brock? Mrs. Lesnar. All-time favorite toy line, Ninja Turtles Originals. I got to go for the Chiefs because they got good old Andy Reid. Mr. Andy Reid and his cheeseburgers and I go way back to Philly. Philly, Philly. Am I caught up or are we lagging? What's going on, folks? What's going on? I think we're lagging, so that would make a great time for me to do some plugs. Plugs. Let's see what we got going on. Let's head on over to... That's not what I'm looking for. But it's kind of... Wow, this is some meta stuff right there. When I go to Nerd Zoe, I can take a look and see what's going on. All right. So, I guess I'll keep you guys informed. I'll give you some news, huh? Chris asked about Acid Range figures. I've never even heard of them. You're going to have to clue me in. So we got the Mafex Winter Soldier and Captain America was the only thing that was announced this week. We got Spider-Man. I guess we could talk about the Spider-Man tax, huh? So that's getting a little annoying. So, Spider-Man. This figure is a $24.99 figure, but they added a Spider-Man tax of $10. It's kind of annoying. Not happy about that. I have a video coming out on a week from Monday that are my pet peeves, and that is one of them. Weird pricing transparency. Super 7 Simpsons figure. Hey, listen, I learned my lesson with Super 7 figure pictures. They never match the figure. Will I ever carry Mattel stuff? Maybe. Like, they don't want me to carry their stuff is really what it comes down to. Just take a look at their wholesale prices. Their wholesale prices are almost the same as Target prices. I lose money carrying their stuff. I would love to carry it, but they don't want to work with me. So, boo on them. All right, let's see what's going on. What do we got new? We talked pre-orders. For those looking, we do have a lot of good new arrivals. I did just get another round of Mafex Spideys in. Yes, MSG Slayer, it is indeed just a re-release, but the other one's going for $100. So, Mafex Spidey, $185. There he is. Pretty cool. I do have a couple Dracula accessory packs. Anything else new? Got more Scorpions, Ned B. I think yeah, Wolfpack's in here somewhere. He just bought one of these off of me, so I know he's probably playing with it as we speak. That's weird. The site is still loading. Let's double check and see what's going on. How's that for real time? Whoa. Yeah, we don't need to see my diamond carts. What is going on with my screen? All right, let's just go to normal screen. That looks kind of right. What was the other one? Why are you like that? Oh, wait. What's going on? Yeah. Something up with that. Something up with that indeed. All right. All right, let me see what's going on with that site stuff. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Oh, I see what I did. Oops. I appear to have confused it. The 3 monitors do not like doing lives, it appears. All right, so site moving slow. Might just be on your end, because I just checked all my little statuses, and everything says it's no issues. Let me know if you still have issues. That's weird. Let me see if I've had... Where are my windows going? There's definitely a level to this whole multiple screen thing I can't quite get down. Yeah, I just had an order 12 minutes ago, so it should be fine. If you're having any issues, you should be fine. I think you got this. Let me know. All right, what else we got going on? I still haven't gotten my needle nose, so it's not just you as far as supply issues go. Liam the guy buying stuff from the source, from the man. Good job. No change on Black Costume Spidey, Mathex. He does not appear to be... I don't think any of him are getting found. More Marvel Legends Ghost Rider came. Excellent. Very good. Anyone else looking for any other Mathex? I might have some news on that. That's not on the site yet. I'm good. Are you good at getting exclusives? Any chance we'll ever see cell-shaded or retro lizard or cell-shaded Spider-Man? That was hard to say. Maybe. I have nothing imminent, but you know, the way it works is stuff just pops up in random places that makes no sense, and then they're like, I'll be able to get them. Usually what ends up happening is I end up getting them because they're clearancing them out, and I'm able to get them cheaper, which pays for me to have them imported in because of stupid tariffs. Where are we at? 12-inch McFarlane statues. I haven't seen any, to be honest. Batman Hush Mathex is a no. Go more towards Marvel, and I might have something. Actually, let me think. DC, I think I have the Cyborg Superman coming across the ocean as we speak. Mathex is like, they're stepping in as my favorite thing to say. Eric Defcon, did you see my super chat? No. Let's go back and see, because... Oh, there it is. Power Hour, yo, big nerdy. It's me, Eric D. I'm opening too. What's up, bro? I'll have to check out the Power Hour. Sounds like a wrestling show in the South. Do I see Dracula, Dracula, Dracula? I see him. One Dracula, one Transylvania Dracula, one Dracula accessory kit. Got you covered. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da. I'm also looking for a Headless Horseman, 4 Horsemen. Me too. I feel like someone told me they had one in the middle of a live stream and they said to message them, and I don't remember at all. Who was that? It might have been 1-6 Shooter. I gotta check with him. I will have one by the end of Legion's Con. I'm actually waiting to open my Father Christmas until I can open them both together so that they're together the way they're meant to be. That was odd. Ecamm Live did an update, and it is... I'm not feeling it, folks. I'm not feeling the Ecamm Live at the moment. Look at that. I say that, and it pops up just fine. Hey, Carbon Scoring in the house. Lifelong 49ers fan. Whew. You've had a good life then, sir. You know, I heard yesterday from an Eagle station, of course, that you guys have been in 6 of the last 12 AFC Championship games. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Listen, here's the thing. I went through, and we're turning into a football podcast for a quick moment here. I went through and I was thinking about, okay, let's go through all of the position by position. Eagles clearly win at quarterback, right? Eagles, clearly win at offensive line. However, they have probably the best, healthiest offensive lineman on the Niners and Trent. I think the Eagles actually win overall on defensive line, but similar to offensive line, yeah, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Nick Bosa, whatever, the Bosa guy, he's the best one in the game. I think it's really going to come down to, does Brock Purdy? We'll see. We'll see. Toy lines I'm consider carrying. So for me, when I consider a toy line, it is largely... the first thing I look at is the margins on it. Like, how much money can I make? Because if I can't make any money on it, then I can't afford to go through the process of building an audience for it. Looking at you, Mattel, right there. So I don't know that I have anything that I'm... So kind of looking at like, let's see. I've been adding imports like crazy. So like Mayfex, my favorite thing. Sentinel, loving Sentinel. Amazing Yamaguchi, more than just fun to say. Really enjoying that too. But I don't think there's anything off the top of my head I'm considering adding as far as lines go. I'm always open to suggestions, but it's hard to find. It's really hard to find good suppliers. Like, I really try to work directly with the manufacturers as much as I can. And a lot of companies don't want to do that. You know, which makes it tough. Makes it very, very tough. Yeah, a lot of Purdy jokes going on. I agree. Guy's a great story. He really is. 10 wins in a row. So you can't argue with that. Going back to products though, I recently added Pokemon. I have Magic, kind of. I've been kind of dipping my toe in. So I'm getting into the TCG game some. I thought about getting into like actual board games. Like, the other thing I have to consider though is that we are very limited on space. So here's a little behind the scenes for you. I did a drive to a potential physical location a couple of days ago. It's literally what I'm looking for the most part. It was down the street from my house, and it was formerly a office on the top floor and a 3-bay warehouse on the bottom floor. And it was, you know, not big enough, more than big enough for me, but I could have used the top floor for my office and a retail store and the bottom floor for the warehouse. But it needs a lot of work. It really does. And the other issue I had is if we bought a store right now, we would have to work so many hours. Because while we could afford to pay that, I don't know that we could afford to, because it's not a rent place. I forgot to mention that. It is a straight up buy the building, $500,000. I would have been totally Like, that's sounds like a ton of money, but like for a building like that where you own it, then your lease is going to be a little bit bigger, or your lease, good lord, your mortgage on that's going to be bigger than what it would be if you rented. Right now, it's just not the time to buy because of the interest rates. So, I don't know. We'll see. Right now, we do have it kind of figured out that, like, if we were to get an employee, like if we were to get a physical business, like place, we need an employee because Anna won't be able to pack every single thing because she doesn't want to live there. Whereas here, if she's behind, she just comes down at night or early in the morning because her boss is a jerk. So yeah, we'll see on that. Definitely see on that. What toy line should I be carrying, guys? Oh, NECA. NECA, I'm all over. NECA is closing in on... NECA is my number 2 selling toy line, first of all. And they, long term, if they had more properties, they would catch Hasbro for me. Like, my NECA crowd is huge. I love them. NECA, I love you. Love you, NECA. Dwight the Catch Clark went to Clemson with you, huh? That's pretty awesome. Jay Carrot, what up? Wolfpack, what Rocky Balboa are you talking about? Brocky Balboa. Okay. I don't know what that is. Brocky Balboa. Did I miss something? Figma. There's an interesting one. I've looked at Figma. My overseas distributor carries them. But they're just not... They're not branded right. So there's not like Marvel or any, like they used to do Marvel stuff. They don't now. So I don't know anything about like anime, and that seems to be what it is. So it's something I've thought of, right now I've kind of thought about like not bothering with any new toy lines for a bit because what I got's perfect. Like it's a great mix. I want to continue to grow that, but I've been looking at, so we got the trading cards. I talked about games a little bit. I've also considered statues. Now, statues are kind of counterproductive as far as space goes, but they move a little bit slower. They come in smaller units, so like I could rent a storage unit and keep all of those there, and literally I'll keep like one of each thing here and the rest in a storage unit, so I'd have to go there once a week or so. But I thought about that, specifically Iron Studios. I don't know much about statues, but Iron Studios stuff looks amazing. And yeah. I actually, for those of you kind of talking Eagles and stuff with me, I have been considering doing a kind of a sister brand to Nerdzoic and actually having a different website just for sports cards because I have the distributor connections to do it. So, like, I could just be like, yo, give me some Tops, because that's the same place I get my Pokemon and stuff from. But I don't know. We'll see. 3-0, super low margins, but they go back and forth. Generally, with toy lines, I'm very hesitant to buy things that I always see get clearanced out. So when I see big sites clearance things out, I'm just like, ooh, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. And I've been caught in some holes before. Funko Pops. So, yeah. SH Figure Arts. Bandai is the worst freaking company to deal with. Absolutely. Bandai, you suck. So, what I got to say about that. Hopefully, I'll get to see them at Toy Fair so that I can give them I can cut a Stone Code promo on them and be like, and that's all I got to say about that. But they, first of all, used to have a wholesale partner, Bluefin, and they sold things at a reasonable industry average, maybe even slightly above industry average margin. But then they closed everybody's accounts unless you're like Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. And if you talk to them and you try to get an account with them, their rule is you have to buy all of their products. So all of their crappy products, if you want to buy 10 Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, you got to buy 10 whatever crap else they have of everything else they have. And that's a dangerous game to start playing. I did notice that Big Bad is clearancing out a bunch of stuff from them, Bandai, so guess they didn't go, and my guess is that Big Bad's learning the hard, like, they're putting Big Bad to this rule as well, so it sucks. It really sucks. It's stupid. And it's going to blow up on them, so I don't feel bad. Cosmic Legions is kind of a new line, but I already carry those. Those are anything the Four Horsemen does, I'm in. Yes, I am looking forward. Jay, how you doing? I'm looking forward to the Rumble. I am going to be watching it Saturday night while having a men's board game night. Dun, dun, dun. My wife told me about 2 hours ago that for my birthday, she set all this up and planned to take the kids out of the house. So it's just me and 6 other dudes playing some games. I don't even know what we're playing. My best friend's planning it. My son wants to teach me Pokemon, though, and I kind of want to learn. Ooh, Aiden with an interesting question. Loose Collector. So, I discovered them 3 days ago, and you just reminded me that I meant to reach out to them. So, good on you. Let me write that down quick. Loose Collector. The other one that I would like to get a hold of, but they're already gone for this round, is X-Ray Toys. I would love to get them. Manuel, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Someone is at the door. Let's see who it is. It's my wife. Why does she keep going in and out the front door? What's good? It's Friday. That's what's good. I'm looking forward to a nice weekend. Got the Rumble. Got some gaming. I've been playing Marvel Snap a lot. Probably going to do some of that. I lay in bed at night playing Marvel Snap. It drives Mrs. Nardi nuts. Are you excited for Rise of the Beasts? Yes and no. So, I have no nostalgia for anything Dinobot Beast Wars-ish, because I never watched it. I mean, I never watched any Transformers up until the Shia LaBeouf movie. In fact, I keep meaning to put out a post of like, hey, if I were going to, like, sorry, I had a brain fart there. If I were going to start watching, like, the definitive Transformers and it not be dated, like, I would imagine that G1 is super dated. What should I start? What do I watch? I don't know. Hey, Manuel, how you doing? I didn't realize you were Figure Kingdom 2. How about that? You got to put that in your name. Manuel Figure Kingdom. Then your last name. I got Joy Toy Warhammer. Actually, I'll probably be doing a bunch of live streams next week because I have McFarlane DC Multiverse to unbox, McFarlane Warhammer to unbox, and I just got another McFarlane box today. So, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. UPS is here for you people ordering UPS. So, we had USPS earlier. I Spy you. Oh, uh-oh. We got NECA. What do we got? Let's zoom in. Guys, this is like the most live meta thing I've ever done. I can't read the label. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in better here. And it's Nate, my favorite delivery guy. Oh boy, I think that's the Grim Sword, folks. Get your pre-orders in for Grim Swords, because when I say he's in stock, he ain't going to stay in stock long. We'll probably check that in tomorrow, since we're getting late in the day today. Where's my chat? There's my chat. Yeah, Joy Toys figures are great. Their Warhammer figures are absolutely phenomenal. I overbought the Black Legion, so I was planning to collect a single faction, and I didn't really have an affinity to any specific faction. So the fact that I have too many of those means I'm going to definitely unbox those, and I will unbox them live. No word on Shadows of the Empire Shredders. I placed that order a year and a half ago through a distributor I've never used before. That's why I never put them up for pre-order. Overall vision for my retail store. Yes. So, first of all, let's get businessy. I want to be in a spot financially where I can afford to have everything staffed and I can focus on the media end of the business. So you guys already know we have the Nerdzoic YouTube channel. I actually have someone who is starting to go through all of our old videos and cut out snippets that we're going to use to help grow on YouTube with YouTube Shorts. We're going to throw them up on, where else? TikTok, Reels, Facebook. Podcast, definitely something I want to do here soon. So yeah, a lot more media stuff. And I want to be focused on that. Because like I got people outside of the toy world now messaging me for brand deals. I can't say names, obviously, but they're not toy or even nerd related, like lifestyle brands, like the ones you see everywhere. It's not Blue Chew yet, though. But Blue Chew, I would be happy to promote your product. Just send me some. Oh my God, people. Oh, wait, UPS is back. He came for his... Oh, he's taking the packages now. So he delivered the War Dukes, and now he's taking the outgoing. So yeah, so the vision for the store is it needs to be warehouse, retail storefront, and office space that I'll use as different studios. So I was actually thinking about starting a secondary channel / brand that's focused solely on, like, not this. Specifically, the stuff I did before this, like entrepreneurship, which isn't before this, but that's this. Business, leadership, management, working from home, building a business. I thought about doing a secondary channel on that and my different thoughts on it and offer consulting. I've started doing some consulting work now too. Again, I have some NDAs signed, so I can't say who with, but I have been doing consulting work in this industry. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, my hope is that I can have something where I can have an office, multiple studios. So if I'm on my normal channel, like I can have that. I have my live. I want to get all this out of my house. That's the goal. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking vision-wise. In a perfect world, I'd have a massive space so that I could have like literally like hangouts and stuff. Like, oh, cool, we're doing a customizer day, and I got like random customizer who's way better than me coming in to do a demo. So come on by Sunday. Like I want to be able to do things like that, but space is hard. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, so I think it's Jersey, if I remember correctly. And if you take, so like the way the routes go, Carlisle, Pennsylvania is where the PA Turnpike and the Interstate 81 meet. It's like the north, south, east, west capital on this half of the country. So for that reason, I'm guessing, I tend to get stuff very quickly from anybody who ships in the Northeast, like very quickly. For those of you guys who say like, oh, I got my shipping notification, the next day I got my stuff. Yes, we ship fast, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we are like in the perfect location for what we do. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Manny. Yeah, shorts are now monetized, but like, so again, I talked about that secondary channel. Another piece of it would be building a YouTube channel and using YouTube to make money on. But shorts are monetized, but I don't, like, you're going to make sense on it. Like, I don't view it as a way to actually build money. Shorts, the goal of shorts is to get your videos in front of new faces. F-Ball 13Z got a Dracula and Invisible Man. Enjoy, sir. The next Dracula will be here next week. I just got charged from him today. You'd be interested in that. Cool. I mean, I'll definitely keep you guys posted. If I start that, it'll be something that I do, and I'll announce it to you guys first. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing over there. I get a lot of people asking me for business advice, though. And for a while, I was like just giving out a ton of advice. And frankly, I wasn't seeing my family. I wasn't growing Nerdzoic because I was helping other people. So because of that, I'm going to actually offer paid consulting now. I won't help you build a toy store because that would be stupid of me, but I'll help you with anything else. As far as building a business goes, largely there's a lot of similarities to it, so. Big Nerd Zoic sign lit up all night, baby. I think of that one all the time. I think it'll look great. Greg, what's your basement gonna be? So in a perfect world, I would like to have my basement back for my toy collection, but my wife tells me that I have lost that privilege by making her be my toy store employee, even though she's half owner, so I don't know how that works. But I think she's told me that we're making it a game room. We'll see how that goes over in the end. Because I like to have a collection room back, but it's a big, obviously, I made it into a warehouse basement. She wants to make it into like a rec room for the kids. I don't. Maybe I'll do it for like 10 years or something until they're all out of the house. She wants me to actually take the retail store and make part of it like behind glass, like a museum, like Big Nerdy's collection. And part of me loves that idea. I get someone like Manny to come out and help me set up the different rings so I can have like I'd set up arenas, like we'd have ECW, WCW, Raw, like have all the basics, maybe have a Hell in a Cell arena set up a bunch of different street scenes, maybe set up like the Battle of Hoth. I think it'd be super cool. I mean, it would be super cool. There's no thing. That would be amazing. It's 3:20. Time to finish coffee for the day. Woo! And that's it, folks. That's the end of my coffee for the day. Oh, my email is going crazy. I got a feeling I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to do. Manny, hit me up. Let me know if you got... Manny, hit me up. In case I forget. I got a question for you. William Crane. Sorry, I'm checking orders as I do this. This is like the most, again, meta thing ever. Oh, I love how UPS gives me a freaking email for each package they deliver. Thank you, UPS. I got my mystery box in last week. While no Spider-Man 2099 value was appropriate, I wasn't really going for the Mezco. Soft goods are my thing. Man, that stinks. You're one of the... I think only 9 people didn't get one or the other. We did... It's one day I'll have to videotape how we decide, like how we pick that. We literally print all the orders and then like I mix them up and then I hold them out and Anna like pull. All right, pull one. This is going to be for the Mezco Wolverine, and then I had her pull 9 more. Those were going to be for the ones that weren't the Mezco or the 2099. Everything else was 2099s. It's always interesting to watch. Yeah, the compromise, Greg, would be I have a 10 by 11 office that I'm in right now. That will be all I get, which is fine. Like I'd get rid of the studio and I'd be able to make it like full on display cases all around. And I'd be totally cool with that, actually. Do you like Impact Wrestling? I don't really watch it, to be honest. Impact was destroyed for me by TNA, so I just can't do it. Even AEW, man. AEW kind of went downhill. I was really, really, really enjoying WWE until this Vince McMahon crap. Like, what's up with that? That's nuts. Like, I hope he gets completely sued out of his brains for like what he's doing, because it is not in the best interest of the company. It's just ego. And I'm always sticking up for him in some ways. Obviously not others. The guy's a scumbag. But like from a business standpoint, making the right decisions for your business. But this is not the right decision. This is just being an egotistical psycho. Man, I agree. AEW has definitely lost its magic. Like, it started off so hot, and I think it peaked at the All Out where Bryan Danielson showed up at the end. That was the peak. And then, like, if that's the peak, then the whole part where, let me think what it was. Oh, the CM Punk news conference was like the finger poke of doom. The Nitro with Kevin Nash and Hogan. I don't really enjoy it anymore. I feel like it's very stale, and it's very much, it kind of reminds me of TNA, and that they're trying to be a cross between WCW 1997 without the NWO or any of the trademarks, and getting all the WWE cast-offs. Like, create your own damn stars, man. It drives me nuts. Like, let's look at it. They've created, in my mind, one star in that company, and that's MJF. And MJF is phenomenal, right? Like, he is phenomenal. Yes, Manny, you're right. When Cody left is when it went downhill. And I was the one telling everybody that that was work. I said there was no way that was real. Cody was still... I was shocked when that wasn't real. Like, I planted my flag and went down with the ship on that one. Yeah, that was bad. Let's see. Trying to think about, yeah, I mean, it's really gotten bad, AEW. I haven't watched it in forever. I feel bad for saying that. Wrestling's just so bad. Yes, MJF would be a star wherever he goes. I agree. Darby Allin, you know, let's talk about Darby Allin. Darby Allin pisses me off for one thing. That he did a promo early on where he jumped off a bridge into a creek or a river. That is so incredibly irresponsible because kids are going to do that crap. Look at me. I was jumping off of roofs because I thought I was Mick Foley getting thrown off a Hell in a Cell. Like, I let someone throw me off a roof because of it. I mean, I was an idiot. So if I was able to say, I can suspend disbelief enough to try to reenact something that happened in a wrestling ring, people are going to see that kind of crap where a guy jumps off a bridge and he's just fine, and they're going to try to do it, and someone's going to get hurt, and it really angered me. That's why I don't like Darby Allin. I also don't think he's very good on the mic. I think I'm sorry, it's kind of overrated, in my opinion. Underrated guys in AEW, by far, and they screwed him up. They had him perfectly. Wardlow should have been Batista-esque in his turn. His turn was done really well, but after he was done with MJF, he was done. He was gone. Like, he was just like, they had no plans for him. He should have been rocketed right to the top. All right, Darby Allin ran over. Ethan Page, I don't know enough about, I'll be honest. I kind of liked... I assume are we talking about Adam Page, like Cowboy? I thought he was all right. Like, I don't think he's a main eventer. Just never got that feel from him. I did enjoy all the drinking stuff he did, though. I really don't care for the Young Bucks. I've never like super cared for Kenny Omega. Sorry, I'm going to say this, but I kind of like Hook just because he's Taz's kid, and Taz was my favorite one to be well, let me rephrase that. He was not my favorite wrestler in ECW, but he was my favorite one to watch. I loved his matches, the way he just threw dudes across the ring. Like, every time I do a creator wrestler in any sort of game, I'm trying to like redo his moveset. And then it's like, oh, we got a Tazplex, we got a Tiger Tazplex, package Tazplex. Yeah, over and over. The Acclaimed is not theirs. The Acclaimed is WWE cast off. Hook is theirs, but he's a second generation. And Jungle Boy is theirs, but again, it's not like they discovered him. He's Luke Perry's kid. And really, nobody, if I remember what I heard correctly, they didn't want him up north because of the fact that he wouldn't cut his hair and he wouldn't get rid of the Jungle Boy gimmick. Yeah, Manny, I'm with you. Wardlow should have been their big guy. He should have been the top guy there, without a doubt. And I feel like that's the problem with getting guys from the other company. When you get guys from the other company, no matter how good they are as wrestlers and talent, people aren't going to take them seriously unless you take the time to build them up. If you bring somebody like Keith Lee in, and you immediately make Keith Lee a main eventer, no one is going to take that seriously, because Keith Lee, like, aside from his NXT run, he was a joke because Vince booked him poorly. So now you make your people look dumb. A polar opposite about this, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So a lot of people point back to the WWF, to the Monday Night Wars, how the WWF created their own stars, WCW didn't. Largely true, largely no. They took cast-offs and made them stars. Case in point, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Case in point, Mick Foley. They took guys who the other company didn't want, and they made them stars. There's others too, but my brain's farting on me. Yeah, that the AEW just doesn't. I don't think, and that might be like a bad sign for Cody, because I think Cody was in charge of their development program, or maybe it's Kenny. I don't remember. But they're not doing enough to build top talent. They're just not. Taker. That's a great one. Taker was a cast-off Mean Mark Callis. And that was somebody... Taker's not like... You know, you have your guys who just get the perfect gimmick, and there's some talent there, like Goldberg. You give anybody a gimmick where they go undefeated for 2 years, and they're going to be pretty awesome. Taker was... I mean, he was what? He was a tag team champ in WCW, but he wasn't taken seriously. And he was not given a great gimmick. Like, don't let the way The Undertaker turned out fool you. The Undertaker was an absolute joke of a gimmick. He took a terrible gimmick, and that's all Mark Calloway right there. That is the talent of the man who made the character. The character was like super cartoonish, and Vince wanted him to dress like an old-timey Undertaker. He's going to look great. But, yeah. Kane before Kane, I don't know if he spent much time in WCW, but he was in Smoky Mountain with James Cornette. Razor was the Diamond Stud, that's right. On the other end of that, Kevin Nash was Oz, and Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas could have worked, folks. If they would have done Vinny Vegas but not made it so cheesy, made him more like an actual mobster, that would have been a pretty freaking awesome character right there. And they kind of did it later. Like, some of my favorite WCW stuff was when they had, oh my gosh, who was it? I'm just remembering this. They had the Italian guys who would be in the back, like, yeah, you're making the sauce. It was great. Yeah, it was a pre-internet world, and they could get rid of their gimmicks. I would say not as much with Foley. Everybody knew who Foley was, I think, except for kids. Foley was pretty big. Steve at least shaved what was left of his hair. Nowadays, I think the big thing is you can't just like that. My point is, like, someone mentioned Keith Lee and PWG. Agreed, 100%. But you can't take him from that to WWE and then bring him back and then think he's going to be big. Another great one is... I had another great... Oh, WWE's actually doing it kind of right now with some of theirs. Like, they're taking characters from the indies and doing pretty well with them. And when I say indies, I mean anybody who's not AEW or WWE. And what I'm thinking of specifically right now is LA Knight. Yeah! I love him. I think that guy's awesome. The guy's got talent. He's got the it factor. Now you just need writers. And frankly, that is really hard. Nobody has been able to consistently write episodic wrestling for the amount of television time that they have. Well, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's really, really hard. I think personally that the structure they have for like WWE, where they have a SmackDown team and a Raw team, I don't know that necessarily makes sense. And I think that the writers are way too involved in like scripting promos. If it were me, so like if one of you guys want to buy me WWE for my birthday in a couple of weeks, turning the big 40, I would like if it were me, I would have the writers just like they do, but their job would be to map things out over the case of years. And it is hard to do that. I mean, for the obvious reasons of story, but also injuries throw a wrench into all of that. But that's why you pay them full time. You got to come up with a new plan when someone gets injured. It happens. So, yeah, wow, we went on a major wrestling rant. Oh, Ron Simmons is a great one. Oh, WCW champ, and then he came in as a gladiator. Farouk Assad. Talk about terrible gimmicks. He's lucky they decided not to do that one anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, we just hit the 90-minute mark, and my voice is going and dry, so I'm going to call it quits. I had a great time with y'all. Make sure you stop by the store, pick up whatever you need, get your pre-orders in. I love you all for it. And remember, you got to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool. Stay nerdy. Later.